Okay, so what would take lines look like if we tried to define it using take while? So let's define a new version of take line using take while. We have a bunch of characters and we want to take while some function holds of the characters. And the function we want is whether it's not a new line. So how do we do that if we don't have a function, just the function we need? Well, we could define one locally, as we did in the earlier example, using a where clause. But now we're going to look at lambda expressions, which is a way of defining a function. It's a way of defining a function without giving it a name, a so-called anonymous function. So what does a lambda expression look like? Well, it's a function by describing how the argument is transformed. It begins with a backslash character, which is supposed to look a little bit like the Greek small lambda character. And then you name the parameter of the function x. And what happens to the parameter x when you apply this function? It's a function which takes x and returns not of. It tests whether x is not equal to the new line character in this particular example. So that's the function we want. We want the function which takes an x and gives you a Boolean value true if it's not a new line character. And that's the function we need to feed to take while. Take the things which are not equal to the new line character. So this is our first example of a lambda expression. Now people often associate the idea of lambda expression with functional programming languages. It's a notation for defining anonymous function, a very old notation hailing from the 1920s, in fact, in the study of logic. Surprisingly though, despite the fact that this is thought of as a very kind of functional programming-y thing, it's not used so often in Haskell.